Welcome to a quick broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. We have some information. It's kind of a soft spot in my heart, as the nation Israel is a extremely soft place in my heart, and that is of the Kurdish people. You know, the Kurdish people have been pushed around. They've been betrayed. They've been attacked. I believe it was in 1988, if I'm not mistaken, that Saddam Hussein gassed the Kurds, that was his own citizens, killing 5,000, I believe. And so they've been mistreated for a very long time. Now, in regards to fighting ISIS, many world leaders said that the Kurds were the best fighting on the ground fighting force against ISIS that there is. And I do not believe that the battle against ISIS could be this far along in victory without the help of the Kurds. Well, this is coming out of the Times of Israel. The title reads, Netanyahu said to be lobbying world leaders to support Kurds. Israel said to be pressing Europeans, Russians, and Americans to support Kurdish independence and safeguard from Iraqi advance. Let's go into a little of the article. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been lobbying world leaders to support Iraqi Kurds' bid for independence and prevent the autonomous region being overrun by Iraqi forces, Reuters reported Friday. Israeli officials quoted by the news agency said that Netanyahu raised the issue in phone calls with German Chancellor Angela Merkel last week and with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday. The issue also came up in talks with French officials and was discussed by Israel's National Security Advisor Amir bin Shabbat in talks with Trump administration officials, Reuters said. Last month, weeks after publicly supporting Kurdish independence, Netanyahu told his ministers to avoid discussing a Kurdish referendum on independence. I tell you, I think that the Kurds deserves their homeland. I think that the Iraqi overtaking their positions and the oil fields that the Kurdish people were positioned in, I think was wrong. I think the Kurds, for help winning the victory thus far against ISIS, couldn't have been won without the Kurdish people fighting on the ground, eyeball to eyeball, face to face with the terrorist organization ISIS, whatever you want to call them. Let's take a look. Iraqi Kurdistan independence referendum 2017. An independence referendum for Iraq Kurdistan was held 25th September 2017 with preliminary results showing approximately 93% of votes cast in favor of independence. Now, of course, Iraqi and Turkish officials are saying that was an illegal vote. It's no secret. I mean, it's just black and white. The Kurdish people was a major support in the defeat of ISIS thus far, and not too many Americans were on the ground fighting in frontline positions. We done mostly airstrikes, which were very, very helpful, and but it took a ground position and going door to door. Basically eyeball to eyeball with ISIS to win the victory. But I just wanted to get that news out to you. Let's not forget about the Kurdish people. Let's don't let them fade into history books in this war against ISIS and how we've so far have been victorious over ISIS. and the Kurdish people are a very important part in that victory. I think we can all agree on that, and I pray that the world realizes that the Kurdish people have been pushed around and gassed and betrayed and left to die many, many times, too many to count. And I think they deserve their own state. With that being said, we'll go ahead and close. You're watching and listening to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. God bless you all. Amen.